Longford is a busy provincial town, but incidents of violent crime are becoming a real concern. The community has now written to the Justice Minister and the Garda Commissioner, appealing for more Garda resources and tougher sentences.
If you know your identity, if somebody calls you something that is not your identity, you won't have any problem.
They're telling me it's all about patience, forget patience, but I'm tired of waiting.
It's time that we kick down doors, go up on the board and we seriously take it.
We're coming up now, not coming up next. Whenever we drop, we're seen as a threat.
We in for the top, not anything less. Did this on our own, so pay us respect.
Actually, I thought he was going to be a drummer, but I never thought he's going to be a singer.
They are always together.
They went to the same school.
Primary school, St. Joseph's, St. Michael's, and secondary school.
Parents, teachers, it's like, oh, these children are amazing. We are happy to have them, no problem.
The scene back in the day, it was obviously not many people were rapping. Obviously, Muni one day was just freestyling in the group chat. All the boys were like, yo, this is hard. He decided he's gonna make a track. Then like, ND and I were like, yeah, we need to hop on this, it's gonna be lit. We made a song, the whole town loved it. It went crazy. Then the boys were like, yeah, we can make a career out of this.
Like the first time we ever thought about making a song, we did it as a joke, and people started taking it seriously. So from then,
that was what, 2017?
2017, yeah, literally 2017. And then everyone in Longford was sharing it around. So I was like, you know what, there actually might be a space for us in this thing.
The genre was drill, isn't it?
Yeah.
So at the time,
how did you start listening to drill?
I think it was you that put me on.
Yeah, I remember. It
was Highland Spines. It was you that.
It was Highland Spines. I remember I was on Instagram one day, and a snippet from one of their songs came on, and then from then I just loved drill.
Highland, Ski, Miz, all them boys.
And told the guys in school, this is new wave, and then I think we started listening to it a lot, and we started making our own from there.
So
what is drill?
So I say drill is a genre where it's violent. I would say it's upbeat. Sometimes it's energetic. It can be anything, but it's the beat is what really makes the song. We made a conscious decision to make our music real, and we based it on real life situations that were actually happening in our lives at the time.
During that period of time, people were expecting us to kind of react to things in a certain way, and I'll be real, we did feel the pressure, so I feel like it made us kind of be more trigger happy, I'd say, in certain situations where in the past we wouldn't even reply to these people. But we basically had an altercation with boys from a different county.
It was childish back then when you deep it now, because realistically speaking, it was just arguments going on social media. Then that rose up to them coming here, then just more conflict happening. If we want to make music and we want to take it seriously, we're gonna have to cut that off because it's senseless and it's childish.
You're young and you're dumb, like you just do dumb stuff, and so obviously after the altercation happened, we felt like we were the bosses, we felt on top of the world, but then we didn't realize the effect it actually had in the long run.
We were kind of blacklisted in the community, I would say. Videos were being passed around, text messages were being passed around in different group chats.
Literally, mothers of my friends were saying they don't want their children to hang out with us, so I'm doing crazy. So I was like,
that's how bad it got to, where people would just blacklist us. So we weren't seeing the best light. We couldn't really move forward with our lives. We just had to sit back and sit in the background, to be honest, for that period of time. To get out of the hole, I would say we kind of disappeared for a while. Focused on our studies, got our priorities straight. 2019 we came back, and ever since then we've been rolling.
Welcome to Longford.
So right now we're on Main Street, and this is where we grew up. And if you listen to the song Longford Town, you know that the cover art was inspired by a picture of Main Street.
And funnily enough, Longford Town came at a period in time where we didn't really want to make music, but decided we were going to give it one more final shot. So we came to my house and literally laid down the chorus for Longford Town in like 10 minutes. We went to the studio, recorded 5 tracks, and Longford Town was the one that stood up. And I feel like it made an impact on the town as well. Like culturally, a lot of people,
it brought the whole community together.
Exactly. People of all races, ages, they were listening to the song. So really grateful that it did the thing that it did.
I hustle like Nipsey, I'm never gonna stop. I'm popping OT, then I'm dishing out this crop. I can't rate you. If you fuck with them, a pagan can't be my friend. She's probably trying to I line me up. I'm praying that I'll never get touched. The money that
I have witnessed firsthand the incredible inspiration in the community that Muni and IMBd have been when they perform locally. Especially their incredible piece of Longford town, born and raised, and the sing along that happens when it kind of blows the roof off, literally, and it's just incredible to watch.
Growing up in Longford has been good. For example, when I look at my early childhood, I definitely feel like I had a great childhood because of my mum especially, but just hanging around with friends, kicking football here and there, and just having fun for you. But when I look at growing up in Longford in terms of music and being a creative, I feel like there's definitely a lot of disadvantages because of the lack of resources, and something Muni and I want to do is to provide resources for the next generation coming up.
Obviously, coming from a small town like Longford, I feel like we're at a disadvantage.
100%.
Obviously, because there's been no one been here to pave the way for us or show us the way. Obviously, we know what direction we want to go in, but we don't know how to get there necessarily.
But also, I feel like it's a good thing not having somebody to pave the way, because we're the ones trying to set the tone for the people, and it's given us more drive and more determination to keep going. But you can finish what you're saying though. Yeah, and obviously I won't lie to the camera and say that living in Longford is the easiest thing, because obviously there is troubles that go on. Oh man, you're a good you, allow it.
Obviously there's troubles that go on, and I feel like we got distracted at a certain point, and it kind of made our music kind of fall off to a certain degree. But obviously as of now, we've been stayed focused, tunnel vision, and I feel like our music is prospering because of that. Right now, as I said, we're trying to pave the way for the younger guys to see that we're motivated and we're doing what we want to do, because there's so much talent in the town. So once they see that we can do it, I feel like they're going to be able to do it as well.
And me personally, I feel like the key is just keeping your head down and being focused and not getting yourself into trouble, because the less trouble you're in, the more time you have to focus on your craft and growing as an artist and growing as a creative
100%.
for sure.
Yeah.
right through top down, so they wanna come around. I get love from shorties and honeys.
Difficult being raised in Longford. It's not easy. It's like there's not many things to do around here. It kind of gets boring sometimes, but obviously studio-wise, facilities-wise, there's not much we can do around here. So, but we just do what we have. Muni and IMBd, they were a big influence for us from the very start. Our first studio session was with them. We were rapping back in 2019, doing freestyles, and obviously they seen something in us, so they took us to our first studio session. Obviously we were getting in a bit of hassle, and Muni and IMBd, they both told us to just stay off the streets and focus, keep your head in the game and focus on music.
The EP is called Welcome to Longford. We feel like what defines an artist is how we can put a body of work together. We had to really think about how we were going to structure it. So we decided that this EP is going to tell our story, because it got to a point where I feel like our fans didn't know us personally, so we really wanted to show them the actual side of us. From track 1 to 8, it's us telling our story in chronological order. So the song Intro is us going back to our drill roots. So it's a typical drill beat, but if you listen to the lyrics, you can see we've advanced as artists. You can see that we're really tired of waiting in the background. We're coming for everything. I feel like for so long we've been underrated. We genuinely feel we're some of the best artists in Ireland.
The new EP, Welcome to Longford, is crazy. It's gonna shock you guys. It's very versatile.
Far away, it's kind of like announcing that we're back, we're ready, and that you shouldn't really forget about us because we're still here.
So the final track on the EP is called Outro. I think it's quite self-explanatory. It's us basically wrapping it up and telling the fans and the people that support us where we want to go with this music thing. I feel like we've been in the music game for a long time. We're starting to reap the benefits.
I think for me, Outro is a song where it breaks down where we want to go, how we want to take the music, the things we want to experience, and the stuff we want to do for our family. So I feel like it's a big part of the EP, it's a big part of the project, and when you listen to it, you're really gonna see the mindset that we were in.
The music journey hasn't been easy. Like, I think when I first started, I was full of energy, so much confidence, but then after a bit, I think I've kind of lost that confidence. I didn't even want to push out my music on social media because I was thinking about how people would portray me, and I was losing friends, I was losing family, and so it was like a period in life where I was thinking, do I really want to pursue music? I think that played a toll on my mental health. I was constantly overthinking. For me personally, like, if I didn't have IMBd to talk to or any of the boys to talk to, I feel like I would have been in a very dark hole.
Make sure you have your friends beside you, because if when you're feeling low, you're thinking, like, I don't think I can do this, your friends are always going to back you. They know how hard you can be, so keep trying. Even if even if you drop a song and it doesn't go well, keep going again. Surely one song is going to blow, then the rest is going to follow.
religion, you know, plays a close role in my life. So obviously being raised and going to church, you know, it gave me that kind of something to rely on. So like in dark times I would pray, or I'll speak to my mom, I'll speak to ND, I'll speak to any of my friends, and so that was really helpful for me.
At my age, you learn that you don't ponder and you don't spend time and headspace on thinking, you know, trying to please other people. You know, being respectful and being kind, that's enough. Don't ever think you have to keep your heads down. At your age and the talent you have, hold your head high, lads. That's what this is all about. You know, your success will be our town's success. Just be yourselves. Be proud of who you are and where you come from. I don't have to tell you that, I'm sure you are. And I think because you're young, right, your experience are going to be recorded in your music. So you look back when you get to my age. I won't tell you what age I am. I'm one of the big O's. But when you get to that age, make sure you look back and you think, yeah, I did it my way. That doesn't mean you have to be bolshy, you have to walk in people's heads, or you have to hurt people's souls. All it simply means is, I did it my way. I did my thing. And I know because you're living in Longford, or wherever you live, that will reflect in your music, your experience. I'm looking forward to big things. I'm looking forward to sitting watching television and saying, they're in my kitchen.
Through the highs and the lows, we'll be there in the end. I feel like I changed the world with a pad and a pen. When they said I couldn't do it, went and did it again. When they said I couldn't do it, went and did it again. From now
So as of right now, I'm mixing my education along with the music. So I'm in my new university. I'm in my 3rd year of law. I've got 1 more year left, so I'm looking forward to finishing up and seeing what I could do with my degree. I feel like the music and the law are definitely connected in some way. So I would say I would break it down into 3 points maybe: organization skills, structure skills, discipline.
Music is a business, so me studying international business, I feel like the key factor of international business is touching different markets. So obviously in the future we'd like our music to touch different areas such as Ghana, London,
bro, everywhere.
America.
We see ourselves in the future going further than we already are. If you listen to track 7 of the EP, we're talking about headline shows, sold out dates. We're already locked in with the media, so we see ourselves going further and further. Global, worldwide names for sure.
For me, I feel like I want K-Muni and Niddy to become household names. So if you listen to the EP from track 1 to 7, you can see we're telling a story. And for me, I just really want to expand on that story and get bigger.
Attacks from the left and the right, they were coming almost every single day. I was down in the rain, had to go and make a change.
The sky is the limit for them. I know what they can do, and I believe in them.
Attacks from the left and the right, they were coming. Anytime them boys saw us, they were running. Look, we'll switch that, let me get back on track. My time in the rain helped determine who I am. Where I wanna go. Man, I've had some hard long nights, I was on my own. People come around and then they go and they do the most.
It's been a long road, it's been a lot of ups and downs, but God was always by our side to move forward. I've known these guys since childhood in Ireland. We grew up together, went to the same school together, went to the same church, same football team. Like, we were always together.
No company, where the music's falling off, it's hard to see. Tryna grind till I'm who I want.
See, I was down in the rain.
We feel
had to go and make a change. Attacks from the left and the right, they were coming almost every single day. I was down in the rain. Had to go and make a change. Attacks from the left and the right, they were coming almost every single day.